Oh, yeah! What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. Welcome in. My name is Victoria, and today we're talking a little bit about horror movies. You know, one day I'm coming on here and we're talking about, like, Pixar movies or something. We're gonna change up the whole thing. We're gonna talk only kids movies. It's gonna be wild. I don't have the backlight on, I just realized, but I think we're just gonna roll with that. Waiting for some people to come on in. I can't wait to say hey to some of my friends out there, like Gangster Bro, saying, what if the opening scene is the tamest part of Terrifier 3? Ooh! I would hope so. I would hope that it just gets crazier from there, my friend. I hope that it's only just uphill insanity from the moment it starts to the finish line. I'm excited. I think the biggest thing I'm shocked about at this point is like where this thing is going to end. We know where it's going to start, thanks to Chris Jericho just telling us basically spilling the beans. Crazy shit right there, but hey, I'm excited for it nonetheless. It's still gonna be a lot of fun, I think. DJ Plays Favorites is with us too, saying it's showtime, folks. Welcome in, DJ. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. If you're playing favorites, I hope I'm at the top of that list. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, DJ. Thanks for being here, dog. Appreciate you. Amy, what's up, Amy? How's it going? Welcome in. If you're wondering, Monkey Man was originally going to be from Netflix till Jordan Peele watched it and felt like it needed a cinema release. Yes, the brand new trailer for a movie called Monkey Man came out today. It's coming from Monkey Paw Productions. So, I mean, perfect fit. There you go. It's shocking how that title works with the production company title. But yeah, no, I'm so excited for it. It looks great. It looks like it's just a killer action revenge flick. Probably gonna get a little bloody, a little gory too, is what it seems to be hinting at. I'm excited for it. Looks like it's gonna be fun. Coming out in early April. I talked about it on the second page today, for those who might not have seen that. So check it out. I like Screamin' Ice Cream. What's up, dog? Welcome in. We're talking a little Terrifier tonight. Talking a little bit about Terrifier 3, but go if you got any other horror-related questions you want to throw out there, don't be afraid to throw them in the chat, my friends. Jumpscare TV is saying, sup, everyone. What's up? Welcome in, my dude. Nerd Noob is saying, Sue, sup. I'm just fucking with you, man. What's up? Welcome in. Appreciate you. Gunner is saying, happy Friday. I don't know in America, but in Iceland, it's National Male Day. So you're spelling it like the gender. so is it like man's day or something in Iceland, or do you mean like male day? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm at a loss here. And us Americans, we're very stupid when it comes to holidays. We celebrate corn dogs on a stick. There's probably a whole day for that. Probably. I don't know. But that's our bizarre country. Anyways, welcome in, Gunner. Happy Male Day? Question mark? Whatever that means. Happy Male Day, my friend. Robert Brunello. What's up, Robert? How's it going? Someone once told me time is a flat circle. You know what? They were clearly onto something that I didn't understand. But they got something figured out, Robert. I don't know. Welcome in, man. I'm excited. Speaking of time, there's just too much of it between now and Terrifier 3's release date. I mean, they haven't even filmed the movie yet, from what I know, but don't worry about it. I'm excited for it. I cannot wait. Oh my God. I'm counting the seconds until that movie drops in theaters. Johnny Hideout, what's up, man? How's it going? Hey, Jake, how are you today? Good to see you. I'm chilling, man. You know what? I'm gonna casually brag a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I am a week ahead on uploads for the first time ever on this page, and I can't even begin to explain how good it feels. Theoretically, I could do nothing next week. I could sit on my ass and there would still be content on this page. I'm not going to do that, but I could. And that job security is something that you just simply don't have when you do this all the time. So it's nice to have a little bit of that, just a teeny tiny bit of that for the first time ever. I'm getting a little more strategic with how I do YouTube. So man, I'm great. I feel so great. I'm exhausted. Today was nuts, but I am so happy. I'm thrilled right now, Johnny. I'm in a very good space right now. How are you doing, Johnny? I didn't even ask. Sorry. How fucking rude. You come into my house, you're hanging out with us, and I don't even ask how you are. I didn't even offer you a drink, Johnny. Would you like something to drink? Would you like a cherry conch? Because I think I'll get sued if I say what this actually is. Welcome in, Johnny. I appreciate you. McIron? Is that what that is? McIron. What's up, dog? How's it going? Hey, Jake. Hello, my friend. Welcome in. We're talking a little Terrifier. So throw in whatever your Terrifier thoughts are into the chat. Oh, and you're just learning about Monkey Man. Oh man, watch the trailer, dude. Oh my god, like it looks sick. It's an action movie. Once again, don't be expecting horror, but I'm very blown away by it. I saw that trailer and the trailer for Sydney Sweeney's new movie, Immaculate, came out today. Both really impressive trailers. It's like, okay, okay. These both look good. These both look pretty good. Jumpscare TV, to answer your question, is the new one coming out on Christmas? No, so it got pushed from that date. Jordan Peele was actually talking about it on an interview or podcast, something recently, saying that because of the writer's strike, they had to push it. Unfortunately. So this is not a Peele-directed movie. I should have made that clear. Jordan Peele's production studio is putting it out, though. I need some water. I'm so sorry. I'm already at that point. We're not 7 minutes into this, and I already need some water. God damn. But yeah, it's coming from the same guy that did Slumdog Millionaire, whose name is totally slipping me right now. Something Patel. Ooh, I can't remember his name. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. I kind of love Slumdog Millionaire, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was one that I really vibed with. I'm not usually crazy about those like Oscar bait kind of movies like that, but I kind of like that one. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a fun one. Oh my God, Sarah Campbell, thank you so much. A big old nasty super chat there. Sarah, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Saying, I can't stay tonight, streaming with Night, but I saw your Instagram story and had to come support the home team. I believe in you. Keep going. Also, maybe nap. Sarah, thank you so much. Have a blast with Night tonight, by the way. Tell him I say hey, and thank you for the support, Sarah. It's been a rough month over here, trying to get all this figured out. I'm probably... I've probably gotten the least amount of views and least amount of subscribers that I have in 2.5 years, and I'm working crazy, working day and night making this thing happen. So Sarah, your support means more to me than ever. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not just saying this. I needed that a little bit. I'm ready for a nap, I'll tell you what. Sarah, thank you so much. Have a great stream with Night tonight, and everyone make sure to check out Night's stream a little later on, for sure. Gory Tiger is with us saying, what's up? What's up, dog? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Thanks for being here, my friend. You Gory Tiger, you. You. Adam Jeffrey is saying, love your live streams. I love you, Adam. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you. Thank you. Kyle Scumberg is with us saying, hey, Jake, good evening. I love your channel. So yeah, I can't wait to see Terrifier 3. Do you think he'll kill that little girl that was in the trailer? What is your opinion? I've said this before. I'll say it again. I think so, but I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be what a lot of people are thinking it's going to be, right? I think it's probably just going to be I don't even want to say, can I even say that on a live stream? Will all this just get shut down? The lights go off, like a sledgehammer to the face, something like that. Just real quick, really, really brutal for half a second, and then it's gone. They're not going to show you, think Dawn's death in the first Terrifier. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be that explicit, I don't think, if they do end up going down that route. But I think maybe that will happen, and I don't know. Is that going to be too far for some people? Probably. But I once again am in the boat of, if horror's not making you feel uncomfortable, then, maybe it's missing the point. And these movies are designed to do that, to make you feel uncomfortable. And if you are hearing this right now and you're like, Jake, I don't like that. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Guess what? There you go. There's the point. Case in point right there. I mean, and here's my other thing about that. The Exorcist back in 1973 made a lot of people feel uncomfortable. So much so to the point that they were throwing up in the movie theaters. People were not happy about that movie. That pushed some boundaries, crossed some lines. We got to be doing that stuff. Sometimes. Not all the time. It's got to be motivated. You can't just throw a bunch of schlock out there and expect it to land. But I think with Terrifier, if this is where they need to go to up the ante, then that's what they got to do. It's probably going to be too much for me, too. In case anyone's like, Jesus Christ, this guy, look at him just saying that he would be fine with that. No, it's going to affect me. Listen, I promise you, when I watch horror movies, I get upset, too. No, but you got to do that. You know what I mean? We would not be talking about The Exorcist 50 years later if it didn't make people feel like that. Same thing with Terrifier 2. We're gonna be talking about that one 50 years from now, for whoever's still alive then. I promise you we are. It's because of how that initial reaction was. So That's just my thoughts, my friend. I like Screamin' Ice Cream's talking about the Sonic franchise, saying you didn't like the second one. I like the first one, though. Second one was just random. Guess some good stuff in both, though. Just want to get that off my chest. You know, just real quickly, never get to talk about this franchise, so I'll take the opportunity. Sonic 2 just kind of had the same plot as Infinity War. That's my problem with it. Like, it was good, it was fun, but it was just like, this exact same plot just happened in, like, another movie. Kind of weird. But I agree, the first one was definitely way better. I'm excited for 3, though. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see where it goes. Thank you so much. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. McIron? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names, my friend. I'm so bad at pronouncing things. I really am. 273 more days until October 25th. So that's how long we got to wait, ladies and gentlemen. That's how long. Honestly, that doesn't feel that bad. Is that weird? Is that weird for me to say? That's like, oh, okay, I can do that. I can do 273 days. I wish it was 272 days, though. That would be significantly better. King Parham, thank you so much for being a supporter of the page. Really appreciate you. Saying in Terrifier 3, he has to put Chris Jericho in the walls of Jericho. The wrestling move. Just kind of like how John Cena gets to do one of his moves in Fast X through the floor. That's what we need. That's what we need, King Parham. How do you feel about Chris Jericho just spilling the beans on the opening scene? Like, that's not like my video today, that's not like a leak or something like that. No, Chris just said that. Like, Chris was like, yeah, I'm the opening kill. It's me. I'm like, psh, psh. Like, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I wish I didn't know that. I was speculating it too, but like, I don't want to know. Do I just sound like I'm complaining at this point? Probably, but I was just like, what? Chris, stop, man. What you doing? What you doing, man? Nerd Noob is saying Pennywise is so underrated. People always say, just don't be scared of him, bully him. Dude, do you expect me to not be afraid of that thing? If I saw Pennywise in real life, I would be terrified. That's really funny. Yeah, I would just get bullied by Pennywise and probably eaten too, if it makes you feel better. I would piss my pants in a corner and hope he goes away. That's my strategy. Don't listen to me. Find someone else to help you out. So I love that. I love that, though. Yeah, no, Pennywise is terrifying, man. You know, speaking of other clown-themed horror, I'm starting to come around to It Chapter 2. It was a movie that I wasn't crazy about when I saw it at first. But I don't know. I vibe with it a little more these days. I think the ending is bizarre. You know, it's where we're bullying our alien clown to death, which is bizarre. Really bizarre to me. But hey, man, I mean, I don't know. It's got some good scenes to it. I really like the adult characters. I think that's my biggest thing with it. Characters are such a big factor, a very big and underrated factor of horror movies. I respect that there's a lot of people out there that just want to go see someone get their brain smashed into bits. Totally fair. I'm in that mood a lot of the time too. But I think, a good story at your core can really elevate something like Terrifier 2, for instance. There you go. Maybe Terrifier 3 as well. We'll just have to see. May Ann is with us too. Hey. Welcome in. Appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight, talking a little Terrifier. I'm excited for it. Jumpscare saying, saw that on the second page, but man, I can't wait for the next Jordan Peele movie, even though there is little to no detail on it. I'm very excited for Jordan Peele, for whatever he does next. I gotta say, when it comes to Jordan Peele movies, he likes to keep things secret, until the marketing starts to get moving. Like, I remember a year before Nope came out, that poster came out, and like I was making videos theorizing on it. All we had was that poster, like nothing else. It was like, here's a poster with the cloud. What the hell does this mean? That's all we had. That's all we had to talk about. So personally, I'm really excited. Oh my God. Very excited for whenever that first poster drops, and then we get to see what the hell's actually going on, or at least a slice, a stroke of the brush on the big open canvas that is whatever the hell Jordan Peele's fourth movie is going to be. Really hope it's horror too. That's another thing. Who knows? Is it going to be horror? Is it going to be something else? I don't know. I feel like after Nope, people like to argue me on this, which I think is really funny. Every time I say this, people are like, no, that's definitely his most horror movie. I disagree. Nope is like the least amount of horror in that movie. There are scary things to it. It's a horror movie. It is. But it's a blockbuster movie at its core. Like, it is so trying to be like a Spielbergian blockbuster, a Jaws, a Jurassic Park. It's got that vibe throughout the whole damn thing. And there is, of course, scary parts too, just like in Jaws, just like in Jurassic Park. Those movies are horror movies too, but it's got that blockbuster tone and feel to it that makes it stand out and be something different. I wonder if he's going to lean into that more with whatever he does next. I wouldn't be against that. I mean, listen, Peele has impressed me to a point where whatever he does next, I'm here for it. I'm going to watch it, but I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm just excited to see whatever he directs next. This Monkey Man movie, he's just producing it, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. I'm excited for all these projects. Lots of good stuff here. Jason Carpenter, thanks for being a channel member, my friend. Thank you. Saying, what's up, Jake? Just got out of work a while ago. Going to enjoy some beer, Mortal Kombat, and some horror talk. Very nice. Very nice. Enjoy yourself. Are you playing Mortal Kombat, like, at the bar? Like... Or are you playing it like by your... Oh, okay, I don't know why you said beer, and I thought like, oh, he's going to a bar with like Mortal Kombat machine or something. No, okay. Enjoy yourself, my friend. Have fun. Drink responsibly, but have fun. Hell yeah, dog. Christopher's with us tonight. What's up? How's it going? I think that girl is Lauren Lavera as a child. I was talking about that a little bit too. Like maybe that scene we saw in the trailer could be like some kind of dream sequence, some kind of flashback that maybe she has. Maybe there's more to Art the Clown than we know. You know, something that's very mysterious about this franchise is who is Art the Clown? Who is this guy? Why is he doing what he's doing? I have a theory, which I have it pinned on this page. You guys might have seen it, talking about what I think Art the Clown is. And this is crazy. I know I'm going to say this and some of you are going to be like, what the fuck is Jake talking about, dude? But I genuinely believe that he was just a regular circus clown who got infected with a demon virus from hell. Hang on. Just bear with me on this, okay? There's a lot, in a bizarre way, there's a lot of evidence that would support that, which is like, what? That's insane. Holy shit. But I do believe that he was a clown at one point, and the devil, which I believe is the little pale girl too, brought him back to life, doing all the supernatural shit that we see unfold. There's a lot of heaven and hell symbolism too in the Terrifier movies, both of them. So I think I feel like there's a lot of mysterious stuff happening in the background that once we actually have all 4 of the movies, we're going to be able to go back and watch all of these and be like, oh my God, that was all set up from the beginning. That's crazy. And I'm just excited to see what all that ends up being. So Christopher, you might be onto something there. If it's Lauren Lavera as a child, a flashback, maybe Art the Clown invades her dreams again, or maybe it actually is a flashback with Art. I don't know. We'll have to see, my friend. We'll have to see. Melissa, what's going on? What's up? Thanks for being a channel member. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you. Denisha is with us too. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Denisha. Thanks for being a channel member. Thanks for the support. You guys are the best. Appreciate you. Oh, Jason, dude. I was listening to a little bit of this today. I didn't get through the whole thing, but brand new and final Static X album dropped today, and it rocks. I love Static X to death. I still haven't seen them live. I mean, obviously, we'll never be able to see the full lineup again. R.I.P. Wayne, as Jason is saying. But I want to see them live so bad. Static X is one of my favorite bands, and I loved the first half of this like double album release. I'm excited to listen to the rest of this. I kind of want to, when I'm not busy and working and stuff, I want to like sit down and just enjoy it. I love Static X to death, so I'm very excited to hear this, see what it's all about. But hell yeah, Jason, I'm so glad you liked it. I loved the first half. I'm very excited to see what this the second half of this new double album is, what it's all about. Oh, Triple A, you got it right the first time. Thank you. McCurran. Gotcha. McCurran Davis, thank you for being here, my friend. I'm so sorry I'm so bad with names, and thanks for hanging out with us, dude. So thank you. I really try my best, so I apologize in advance to anybody's name who I butcher. I'm doing my best here. Chrissy Rengert is saying hi. Welcome. We're talking a little Terrifier 3. If you got any thoughts about all that, go ahead and throw it in there. DJ is saying he was going to receive the Judas effect from the killer in Terrifier 3. There you go. Orion Star is with us too, saying 279 days until Halloween. Halloween. 279 days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm sorry. I can't sing. I try, but I can't. Love it, though. Love a little Halloween 3 reference, my friend. Fantastic stuff. Movie's so underrated. So good. It doesn't have Michael Myers in it, but it's good. Okay? God. Melissa is saying, I hate clowns, but I like Terrifier. Terrifier is the best franchise for that then. I mean, if you hate clowns, this franchise will terrify you. There you go. Oh, it's perfect. Fantastic stuff right there. Bill Hader was amazing in It Chapter 2. I totally agree. Love a lot of the adult cast in that movie. The first one, I love the first one better, but man, Bill Hader is a big standout of that movie. Max is saying, watched 1 and 2 a few months ago. So hyped for 3. Very nice. You watched them for like the first time? That's sick, dude. I wish I could do that again. I wish I could watch 1 and 2 again for the first times. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but Terrifier 2 was just so my jam. I had such a blast with it. I watched it a lot. It's probably my favorite slasher movie. The more I watch it, the more I'm just like, I'm in love with every second of this. This is ridiculous. The blood, the guts, the kills, the characters. I don't know. There's just not a whole lot I would change about that. I'm hyped. Ooh, Chrissy is saying no art backstory. No art backstory. Well, we can't get just a little bit, just a little touch into who this guy is. I want a little bit. I do agree. I'm hesitant to just be like, yeah, spill the whole thing out, because then that's boring, I'm with you there, but I want to know like a little more, just a teeny tiny bit more. I don't know. That's just me, though. What else do we got going on? Art is Pennywise's third cousin. That could be his backstory. We don't know. We don't. Listen, we don't know. Nothing is 100% right now. I love that, though. That's really funny. Tara is saying, do you think there could be a sequel for The Mean One? Another David Howard Thornton slasher film? I don't know. I'm not 100%. I still haven't seen it. I'm going to be honest. Like, is that bad? I really love David Howard Thornton. I just, there's a lot of copyright free now properties that like people are making slashers off of. And I just feel like that's going to be a whole day. Like that's going to be a whole day of trying to get through all those movies. But at some point I want to check this out. I remember when it came to theaters, it was not showing anywhere around me and I just never got another chance to see it, unfortunately. I hear David Howard Thornton's great. The rest of the movie, though, not so much. That's, once again, not an informed opinion, just what I've heard from other people who talk. People like to talk through the grapevine a little bit, so it's interesting stuff. Nerd Noob is saying your theory about him being an actual clown getting possessed, something like that, is a lot like Freddy's backstory with the dream demons, and Freddy's dead, and Art the Clown is inspired by Freddy. There you go. I mean, there's something going on there. There's something heaven and hell wise going on. I do believe some demons are at play here. In what capacity, I'm not 100% sure. But I'm telling you, the little pale girl, something's wrong there. Something's messed up, When we got introduced to her, she was diarrheaing all over the ground. And, most children that I know don't do that when you meet them. I guess, actually, they kind of do, depending on their age. But that's besides the point. Anyways, Little Miss Budget, hi. Welcome in. Welcome to the chat. We're talking a little Terrifier 3. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for the film. If you have anything you want to throw in the chat, if you're just like, duh, this needs to happen in Terrifier 3, or this is my theory, Jake, I want to hear it. I want to hear that crazy shit. Jason Carpenter is saying Jake Static X will be in Cleveland February 22nd with Seven Dust and Dope. Ooh. Oh, shit. Jason, that is so bizarre. I just made plans to do something on February 22nd. I'm like, fuck. I want to go to this. Check out Zero. He does an awesome job fronting Static X. I've seen the live shows from the recent ones. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Keeping the music alive and honoring Wayne's legacy. That's fantastic. They're going to be at the Agora. The Agora is a really nice place. Really like the Agora. Damn it. Oh my God. I'm so mad. Like, Jason, that's bizarre, dude. Like, I mean, an hour ago, I made plans to do something on that day. Wow. That's so weird. That is, I'm sad. I'm sad now, Jason. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I gotta make it to that show. I'm figuring it out. I don't care. I'm making so many phone calls after this. Mellow Mutant TV is saying hello, Mellow Mutant. Welcome in. I see you have Stu Mocker as your profile picture. Very nice. I think everyone got that joke, right? That's not too far of a stretch. Little Miss Budget is saying, I loved Terrifier 1, but the second one was so much better. I'm looking forward to the third one. I agree. I do love 2. Don't get me wrong. Had a blast watching that one for the first time over on Netflix. That's where I found it. But 2 is such an improvement. Oh, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being better than your predecessor. I think that's impressive, actually. Just, it shows growth in the people that are making these movies. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think that's awesome. I love the Terrifier movies to death. Like, I don't know. The more I watch them, the more I love them. And the more I love 1, too. I rewatched it again to do the most recent Versus video on the page. Terrifier versus Nightmare on Elm Street. Go watch it. Shameless plug. Go check it out. But rewatching that one, you catch so many things that you might have missed beforehand, or it didn't really mean anything when there was just the first movie. Now that there's the second one, like, there's so much in that first movie that means a lot more. Like, stuff that a lot of people just thought was crazy nonsense that Damien Leone came up with because he thought it was funny. Oh, no. No. You were wrong. Cat lady with the baby doll calling it Emily. Guess what the name of the little pale girl is? Emily Crane. Something's going on there. There's no way that was a coinky-dink. I don't believe it. I simply will not believe it. Something's going on there. Damien's cooking. Whatever whatever he's cooking, I can smell it, but I can't see it. It's a horrible metaphor, but I'm very excited for whatever happens in Terrifier 3. I'm excited to see whatever that next stroke of the brush is, like we were talking about. Like, we have a semi-painted portrait of something right now to get us the idea of maybe there's some, demon virus going around, some Evil Dead bullshit happening, but nothing that really confirms it yet. We have some, hell imagery, some hellacious imagery, like if it's Lauren Lavera's character getting knocked into like a portal to hell is what it looks like, but it's the clown cafe. It's not just the clown cafe. Oh no, there's more to it than that. There's gotta be. There's always more to it than just that. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm excited to find out more about it. I can't wait. And, we were talking earlier on in the stream about what are the kills going to be? What are the kills going to be in Terrifier 3? How are they going to up the ante this time around? In the first movie, we sawed someone in half from genitalia to neck. In the second movie, we spent 20 minutes on one death sequence? I mean, multiple people, the mom dies too, but still. Goddamn, that bedroom scene haunts my nightmares forever. As silly as it is, it messes me up. Crazy stuff. I'm excited to see how they top that. I mean, the length of that kill, how over the top it is, how bloody and gory. How do you top that? Like, how do you do it? I just don't know. I really don't know. I feel like it's going to be some kind of crazy shock. And I'm excited to find out. I'm excited to see what what he's cooking up in that pot of his. They start filming relatively soon, too. Last I heard, they were going to start filming at the end of January, which we're there now, and early February. That this is kind of like the rough start date. As Chris Jericho tells us, he's back for part 3, and he's going to die in the opening scene. He said that, so don't get mad at me. Get mad at Chris. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger of the news, not the horse's mouth of which it came. If that makes any sense. Jason's given us an update on Static X. This is important, ladies and gentlemen. Very important. Don't worry, Jake. They play at Columbus the day before. Hey, maybe I can make it out. Listen to Disco. I can't say that word. They have a lot of songs with that word in it, and I don't know what it means, but don't worry about it. It's fine. That track immediately is on my workout playlist. Ooh, nice. Very nice. I only listened to the first 2 songs, which they had released I want to say 3 months ago or so. So I gotta listen to the rest of it. All the new stuff is still new to me. So I heard the first 2 songs. I'm like, wait, I heard these before. I just forgot. but no, I'm very excited. Static X, one of my favorite bands. I'm very excited to listen to it. Very good stuff. Amy is saying in the third one, we will see Art kill Chris Jericho through the Iron Claw. I'm not as familiar with wrestling stuff, I'm going to be honest. But I will say in my video today, I talked a little bit about Chris Jericho's documentary that he's working on. What was it called? The Death Tour or something like that? I'm fascinated. Honest to God, I'm fascinated by that. I thought that was so interesting. I kind of want to watch it, honestly. I'm not crazy about documentaries, but that one really caught my interest. I had no idea that was a thing. I don't know if you guys If you guys watch the video, if you know what I'm talking about. But I was just like, whoa, that's really interesting. The bunch of it's like an indie wrestling circuit that goes up, like way up north into Canada somewhere, to perform for Indigenous people, I believe. It was crazy. It was just like, whoa, that's nuts. That's really interesting. I had no idea that was even a thing. It's wonderful. It's like a really wonderful thing. These wrestlers have to go through like crazy shit to make it happen because there's like extreme cold up there. They have to drive over like frozen lakes and stuff. So it just sounds like it's really going to be a really tense documentary when it comes out. I put a link to like the website and stuff so that people could learn more about it if they were interested, but it came up in my research. So I was like, I gotta throw that out there. That's interesting. I was fascinated by that. I read that Chris Jericho interview and he was talking about that. I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of sick. That's really cool. So I'm actually, it's on my radar. I'm looking for it. I'm going to watch that. But that was just my thought. I like Scream and Ice Cream is saying, I think Jonathan is going to be on the dead meat kill count in Terrifier 3. I don't think anyone is safe. You know, that's a big thing with Damien Leone movies. I haven't seen too many of them, but from what I know of his movies, I think I agree, dude. I think they're going to kill off one of the surviving characters from the previous movies, previous movie, I should say. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be Sienna, you know? So I could see that happening. An emotional death like that too will throw your main character into a whole new headspace. You know what I mean? Like their mom died, don't get me wrong, but by the time we get to Terrifier 3, our characters will, I'm not going to say they're not going to be over it, you know what I mean? But time has passed, the wound has healed a little bit. It's always going to be there, you know what I mean? But it's not as fresh as it was. That's my thinking behind it, at least. Like, if Jonathan dies in this next one, that opens up a whole other can of worms. Like, pretty much Sienna's whole family's dead. And, you know, the other thing we know about Terrifier 3 is that we're going to see the rest of, we're going to see the rest of their family, too. The rest of the Shaw family from both sides. From the dad, from the mom. I think just the mom, actually, now that I'm remembering correctly. I think it's just from her mom's side. So, like, they're probably all gonna die, too. Like, listen, Art the Clown doesn't leave too many people alive. So, Sienna's whole family might be dead at the end of Terrifier 3. That's kind of been what I've been thinking. I don't imagine too many people get out of this alive. This isn't Scream 6, okay? This is a whole different franchise here. We don't keep too many people alive. But I think that's interesting. Shift subject. What's up, dog? Can you wish me a happy birthday? Happy birthday, my friend. Welcome in. I hope you have a happy Terrifier birthday, is what I hope. Welcome in. If you get a clown for your birthday, don't get Art the Clown. He's 0 out of 10. I don't recommend. He starts cutting people's throats, cutting off heads. He puts candy in people's craniums. Not a whole lot of fun. Not a whole lot of fun there. Oh my God, Albert, I'm so sorry, my friend. Just want to say I lost my mom about a week ago and your channel is a great distraction. I appreciate you, Jake. Been here a while. Albert, I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend, and I hope you're doing okay. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. I apologize for what I was just talking about. I hope you're doing okay, and I wish you nothing but love, my friend. Terribly sorry about that. You know, I said this in a video recently, but I really wanted this place to be a community of horror-loving people, you know? All of us, however you feel about it, we're weirdos, you know what I mean? We got to stick together, okay? We like these weird movies. We got your back, Albert. Thanks for being here, my friend. All the love. I hope nothing but good things come your way recently, man. Wishing you luck, buddy. So sorry about that. Trayvon King is with us too, saying, "Hey Jake, would you watch a movie called The Nightlight on Dream?" You got some crazy emojis in there. Okay, am I high or something? What is up with those emojis? Are those like YouTube emojis or something? Trayvon, where did you get these? The Nightlight on Dream Alleyway. I know you're making a joke here, but I'm sorry, I'm hung up on this, dude. Like, are those like in the keyboard? Are those in the YouTube keyboard? How have I just never seen these? I would throw up weird emojis if I knew about them. Trayvon, definitely. I would definitely watch that movie, without a doubt, especially if those emojis were in the title. Well, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. I don't know. Dude's just he's just dropping new emojis like it's nothing. That's crazy to me. Sorry. I'm losing my mind here. Tara is saying, are you guys excited for the second installment for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey? Excited's a pretty big word, Tara. You're really overselling this movie with that word. No, I'm so kidding. I'm gonna see it. I thought the first one was funny, so I'm gonna check it out. Is it gonna be good? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea if it's going to be good. I don't think so, but I will say immediately what I think about the film based off of some of the stills we've seen is, hey, they got new masks. They're original masks, not the Spirit Halloween masks we used in the last one. But that's just my thoughts. I don't know. I think that's an improvement. So it's like, okay, already some more positives here, I guess. I always try to find a silver lining. You know, you gotta. You have to do that. Okay, y'all are just messing with me right now. What? What is going on? These are YouTube emojis. No one's even telling me where they're from. They're just like, get fucked, Jake. We're just gonna use these things and tease and taunt you with them. That's so funny. I feel like I should know this. It's kind of my job, you know? I'm like, damn. Oh, funny stuff there. I love it. They're on the comments or something. Okay, sorry. I'm like, where are you dropping these new emojis from, dude? Like, oh my God. I thought there was like another like iPhone update or something. Crazy. Chrissy is saying someone needs to stop Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I mean, you know, here's my thing about it, right? We have the new Mickey Mouse trailer that came out that everyone was freaking out about at the top of the year. That to me looks so much worse. That looks so much worse than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Maybe that's just me, but I'm just like, oh, that looks so bad. Oh God, please no. Like if you're gonna utilize a big copyright falling into the public domain, if you're gonna do that, at least try with the movie, you know? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey wasn't that good, but I will say there was funny moments of it. I'm seeing trailers for some of these new things, and I'm just like, these are bad. Like, these are not going to be anything good. And I hate to say this, but I think the first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was the cream of the crop. As much as some of you are like, oh my God, these are so bad. They're going to get worse. Like, I promise you, they're going to get worse. And that's why I'm kind of starting to switch sides here. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I support this anymore. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. But I don't know, man. I just want to see people make good movies more than anything. I just hope, you know, I just hope with these movies that they put some effort into them. They're going to be so bad they're good. That's definitely not going to change. But I just hope that some effort is put into them and there's something that's fun, like Sharknado. Some of the Sharknado movies are fun. They're so bad they're good. If you can accomplish that, I'll take it. Look at all this. Look at all this crazy shit. What is going on? What is going on? Thank you, everybody. This is making me very happy. I appreciate it. Just weird. I feel like I should know about these things. I don't. Charlie Borders is saying, have you ever thought maybe art from Terrifier is different from art in All Hallows Eve, like different timelines? You know, Charlie, that's a really good question because I definitely do. But I do feel like it's based in the same idea, the same origin. You know what I mean? And Art the Clown in All Hallows Eve is very supernatural, like maybe even more supernatural than Art the Clown that we know today, the David Howard Thornton art. So you got to wonder how that plays into this new version because we know Art the Clown's supernatural, clearly. You know, dude's incepting dreams like he's Freddy Krueger. He's lighting things on fire in people's dreams. So something's going on there. How far does that reach, though, I guess is the question. Is he like Freddy Krueger, where, you know, he can just get in your dream and then like slice you up and all that? Is that how it works? Or is it like this other evil entity that gives him the power? Was he just a mortal man? Well, okay, Freddy Krueger was also mortal before too, but point being that power could just get, you know, taken away from him at any point is what I think. And that's how I think Terrifier is going to wrap up eventually. But we still got 2 more movies before that all happens, at least according to Damien Leone. He wants to do a 3, he wants to do a 4. So I once again, I feel like the only way you can really end like a slasher movie or something like this, like Art the Clown, where he's supernatural, he's basically invincible, he keeps getting reborn. This has to end with Art dying. It does. You know what I mean? I mean, it just has to. How do you do that? You know, how does that actually come about? What is Art the Clown's weakness? I don't know. You know, that's really the question. I don't think we know enough about the guy to really be able to say that. I think we're getting close, though. I think Terrifier 3 is going to give us another piece of the puzzle. We might know a little more about him. And maybe we're on like a cliffhanger or something at the end of 3 that leads into 4. Whatever happens, I'm just excited about it. I can't wait. Ty Lee is saying I'm kind of excited for Blood and Honey. Dude, get excited, man. I have little faith in it, but like I said, I'm already seeing improvements from the pictures. You got to give them that, as much as you might hate that first one, which I know a lot of people do. A lot of people are like, oh, that was so bad. I'll tell you what, I've seen worse movies, especially last year. There were some bad movies in 2023, man. I've also said this before, but I don't mind saying it again. I really think the worst thing a movie can be is boring. And Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, it wasn't boring to me. Like, I found a lot of it to be really funny or stupid, and that's something. That's better than boring. That is better to me than illegible dialogue that's trying to take itself seriously, like Pet Sematary Bloodlines. Did I just say that out loud? Wow. But man, I don't know. Boring movies are just like, I don't care. Like when you're trying to do drama and maybe the actors aren't as well equipped, maybe the script just isn't there, something that falls way more flat to me than something schlocky and goofy over the top. I can at least like kind of connect to that. Because it's like at least this is like larger than life, something ridiculous here. But man, when it is like drama that's done poorly, I can't do it. I can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Makes me want to puke a little bit. Just a little bit. Little Miss Budget is saying I will always have a special place in my heart for the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I really do love a lot of those movies. Oh my God. I mean, the first one's so much fun. Dream Warriors is great. New Nightmare is also really fun. And Freddy vs. Jason, which I haven't watched in a while. I haven't watched Freddy vs. Jason in a minute. I'm planning a versus video though soon that I'm really excited about. It's going to be Freddy vs. Jason versus Alien versus Predator. Yes, and as ridiculous as that is, I'm so doing that video this summer. I don't care. That is going to be so much fun. I can't even wait to just read that for the video. Like, oh my God, that's gonna be great. Can't wait for that one to drop. Doing it this summer. I already got it planned out. I'm hyped, very hyped. Charlie is asking, what's your opinion on Tusk if you've seen it, and what's your top 10 horror movies if you can pick? Dude, I can't. Like, I'll tell you my favorite horror movie, which is The Fly. Love it. But top 10, dude, I tried to make a video on that like a long time ago, and like I go back and I watch that and I'm like, I disagree with this. There's more movies that I love. Like it's impossible. It's impossible to narrow it down to 10. There's so many that are near and dear to my heart. I don't know how I could just narrow it down to only 10. What's your opinion on Tusk though? Tusk is a tough one. I kind of feel the same way about it that I do with Human Centipede. It's like there's a lot of disgusting shit in there, which is like, once again, crossing some boundaries, pushing some limits with me especially. The body horror in Tusk, I think, is maybe even crazier than Human Centipede, which I don't know, maybe that's a crazy thing to say, but both of those are pushing it for me a lot. They're very hard for me, very hard for me to watch. It's one of those things where I'm like, as a horror fan, I'm glad they exist because I do believe we need to push boundaries, even my own, but they're not ones that I frequent for that reason. Dude, if someone cut off my legs and turned me into a walrus, I would just like, that would be it. I'd be like, nope, that's nothing can make this better. Like, that's so horrible. That's such an awful situation that Kevin Smith created there. God damn. But I think it's a really interesting movie. And hey, once again, this is not an older movie, but I mean, it's like what, 10 years old now? Tusk is still a movie we talk about. Why is that? Why, if this movie is so bad and so awful, why are we still talking about it? It's because it pushes boundaries, man. It pushes my boundaries. I don't like watching Tusk. I don't put that on to relax. Yes. Let's see Justin Long get his legs cut off and, faces sewn to him to make him look like a walrus. I can relax now. No way, dude. I'm squirming when I'm watching that movie, but I'm glad it exists. I'm glad it does. As much as I kind of hate to admit that. Game Breakers, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. Hey, Jake, what is your opinion on there being new characters having a full reboot of Scream 7? A great question, honestly. I really think Scream 7 needs to figure some shit out, first and foremost. They got to get some people behind the camera. Oh my God, they got to get that sorted out before we even think about casting. But if we do a full-on reboot, I like to say full-on reboot, but doesn't that sound kind of gross? It sounds like full frontal. Like, it sounds like I'm saying that, right? I don't know why. It just sounds gross to me. Full-on reboot. I'm not against this idea. I really never have been. If you go back and look at some of my other videos, I'm all about a full reboot of Scream with brand new characters dealing with a Ghostface problem. My problem with it now, though, is it's coming from a place of people getting fired for crazy reasons. We're not paying the actresses that were in previous movies for the next film. That's where it's coming from. That's why we're led to this option. And that's what I don't like about it. Like, if we had finished out this trilogy, we completed the requel run, we did 3 movies with the core 4, and it was time to move on with Scream a couple of years later or so. Yeah, sure. Then do a reboot. Absolutely. But kind of not crazy about it happening in the wake of all this BS from the last 4-ish months. So I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on it. I'm here for it when the time is right. I just don't feel like the time is right now. Who would I cast in that, though? Maybe like a Sydney Sweeney. I'm really coming around to Sydney Sweeney. I'm gonna be honest. The more I see her and stuff, the more I'm like, okay, kind of like Sydney Sweeney. She's pretty good. I used to think she could only really play one character, but the more stuff I watch from her, I'm kind of like, okay, pretty good. I'm excited for that Immaculate movie that comes out in like 2 months. Actually, kind of looks good. I don't know. I'd probably cast her in it. I'd probably cast Sophie Thatcher. Those have been my 2 that I talk about a lot that I would want to see in a Scream film. I think they would kill it. I don't know. I love the core 4, though. I think they're great. Very fun characters. But let's get back on over to Terrifier. Terrifier 3. Do I have any comfort horror movies? Terrifier 2 is without a doubt one. Which is probably contrary to what I was saying earlier about watching upsetting things happen on screen. There's something about Terrifier 2. It's just got a certain vibe to it, man. I love it. It's comfy, cozy. Feels like watching an old school classic horror flick with your buddies or something, you know? Something about that for me. Very much so a comfort movie. Evil Dead series, Gremlins, Phantasm are yours. Great choices. I love Phantasm to death. Evil Dead, I think, might be the most consistent franchise out there in terms of horror. Gremlins is so much fun, too. I love it. Definitely the Evil Dead movies, for sure. Army of Darkness, like, if I'm in a bad mood, dude, if I'm just like, I am so tired right now, like, I can't believe, like, if I'm down, I need my spirits lifted. There is nothing like Bruce Campbell fighting a bunch of skeletons that brings me right back up, shoots me to the top. Nothing like it, Charlie. Oh my God, Army of Darkness is so up there for like movies that put me in a good mood immediately. Like I can't be upset after watching Army of Darkness. Evil Dead 2013 is one I put on if I want just a scary, gory movie that always hits. Evil Dead 2013 is my number one option. It always hits for me. We were talking about like favorite horror movies of all time. That's a top 10 right there. Evil Dead 2013. I love it. The original is great, of course, too. Something about that original scares the fuck out of me, though. I love it for that reason. Evil Dead 2 is very goofy to me, which I love. You know, if I'm in that mood, I put it on. And Evil Dead Rise, also great. One that I've rewatched a couple times now. I still haven't seen all the Phantasm movies, though, Charlie, which is rough. I've seen the first 4. I still have not seen 5. I have to. I own all of them, too, and I still haven't seen the 5th one. So, gotta make it happen, dude. Gotta make it happen. Phantasm 3... For those who have not seen the Phantasm movies, I think all of them that I've seen are good, but Phantasm 3 is underrated. Like 1 and 2, really good movies. 3, maybe not as good as 1 and 2, but still fucking solid. A bunch of new characters and stuff too that I really like. I don't know, man. I really enjoyed Phantasm 3. That was one I was like, wow, that was interesting. 14 minutes and SmackDown is on. It's been fun. Jake, see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us, my friend. So sorry I butchered your name a couple times there. Thanks for hanging out, though, dude. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Freddy vs. Jason is a comfort horror movie. Great choice. Absolutely. Without a doubt. James was talking about getting back to the Scream 7 casting. Lily Rose Depp is another great choice for sure. Thomasin McKenzie. Thomasin McKenzie doesn't get talked about enough. She was fantastic in that Edgar Wright movie from like 2 years ago. What was that called again? Oh my God, Last Night in Soho. I couldn't remember it. She was so good in that. So good in that movie. Would love to see her in a Scream film. Dax, what she said. That's funny. I love it. Hey, what's up? What's up, dog? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here, my dude. Welcome in. What's up? I'm just excited for Terrifier 3. Wanted to get on here, talk a little bit about that. It's the end of my work week, and I'm ready to chill, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm probably only going to go for an hour. Not going to lie. I wanted to test the waters, see how crazy this stream could get. We already got people peacing out, so I'm probably going to go for another 10 minutes, and then I think I'm gonna take a well-deserved nap. Sorry, I usually like to go for 2 hours with everybody, but I'm just like, oh my god, I am feeling it already, ladies and gentlemen. Freddy vs. Jason might be one I watch though. I'm not gonna lie, I might put that on tonight. I have been thinking about that so much lately. I've been talking about it a lot because I've been talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street series so much on this page, a lot more. But I've been trying to talk about the other slashers. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, Scream is you talk about Scream on this page. It's like, oh, you know that scene in SpongeBob when like he's mopping the floor, you know, and everyone's losing their minds, and then Squidward just sticks his hand out and everyone stops. Like that's what I feel like this page is. if I talk about if Scream is in the title, everyone's like, yeah, oh my god. If anything else, no. I love the Scream franchise, though. I love it, but it does feel like that sometimes. I want to start talking about more of the bigger slasher franchises, though, for sure. Like, you know, Terrifier I talk about a lot. Nightmare I've been talking about a lot more. I've been getting into it a lot more. And Friday, oh my god, I never talk about Friday the 13th on here, and I want that to change this year. I really want to talk about all the big slashers. Dax is saying you're more of a Halloween guy, dude. I love Halloween too, man. I do love the film Halloween 2. Don't get me wrong. Is that 81? Yeah, 1981 film. I love it. But the original Halloween, oh my god, it's my favorite. I fucking love that movie so much. What a score, what like the vibe. You want to talk about like a movie that's got a good vibe to it, a good October vibe. I love that about the first Halloween. And I'm with you on ends. It just, you know, dude, it didn't happen. It never happened. It ended with Halloween Kills, Michael got away, and that's it. That's the end of the timeline. Dax, you're gonna like my video on Monday, I think. Little Miss Budget is saying, I love Scream, but don't you think they are running out of ideas now? There's so many of them, and I haven't gone past 4 yet. You know, I definitely was feeling that in 4. No, I will agree. I will say that like by the time you get to 4, you're kind of like, man, they're really forcing Sydney into the focus of this story. Don't get me wrong, I love Sydney. She's a great character. But there are elements to both 3 and 4 where I'm like, that was a stretch. You know, that's kind of what I'm thinking about in those movies. And I think that's what I liked so much about 5 and 6 is it felt refreshing to focus on different people. Not that I don't like Sydney. You know, I think some people hear that and they're like, what, you don't love Sydney Prescott? She's great. She's my favorite final girl of all time. Nothing tops her. I'll die on that hill. Not that that's like super controversial of a take, but she's the best final girl of all time. It's great stuff. But I really felt that 5 and 6 were so refreshing, which is why I think I'm such a big defender of them. Little Miss Budget, if you have not seen them, I recommend them. I mean, don't expect them to be better than, you know, some of the other things that came before, but they're refreshing at the very least. It's cool to see them take a different path, go down a different route. So that was something about 5 and 6 especially that I just personally really enjoyed. And Dax, I agree, my friend. Do a Scream direct to the OG sequel. I've been working on a video talking about that for a while. I don't think it's going to come out next week now because I really want to talk about Happy Death Day on Groundhog's Day, which is next Friday. That is next Friday, right? Yeah, the 2nd. Yeah, I really want to talk about Happy Death Day. I have a weird hot takes video I want to post on that day. But the following week, I'm talking about specifically this, my friend. We have a lot of people in the community, which I know this is a Terrifier stream, but hey, sometimes we like to just go all over the place, you know. We've had a lot of people in the community talk about doing a direct sequel to 4. And I think that it would just make more sense if we did a direct sequel to 1. There's so much more you could do with that, I think. You could bring back different characters and take them down different paths, which, you know, we were just talking about the franchise running out of ideas. There you go. I mean, oh my God. You could do so much with an aged up Randy, a Dewey down a different path where he's not like living in a trailer park in Woodsboro. Like there's so much more you could do with that. So I'm with you there. I think that would be really cool. Oh, are we talking about Nancy is better? Nancy from Nancy is a better I get what you're saying. Nancy is a better final girl in Nightmare on Elm Street. Ooh, Whew, that's a hot take, my friend. But like, kind of hard to argue with. I'm not gonna lie. I think Nancy is fantastic. I think the biggest problem is we just don't have enough movies with Nancy versus Sidney Prescott. I think that's why I would still side with Sidney. But Nancy's great. Heather Langenkamp is awesome. She's fantastic. She's so good in that role. And I think she's one of the first final girls, which I apologize. I apologize to my Halloween fans out here, but she's one of the first final girls that I feel like is just truly a badass. You know, like Laurie Strode has moments in the first Halloween, but I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis really brings it more so in the DGG trilogy than she does in the original, which is maybe another hot take of mine. But I don't know. There's something about Nancy Thompson in that first Nightmare on Elm Street. I just think she's a fucking badass, and I love that. Love that about Nancy. So she's on the list. I mean, without a doubt. If we're doing a top 10 list for final girls, Nancy Thompson's on that list. There's no doubt. No doubt in my mind. Trayvon is saying, hey, Jake, do you think if Eli wants to... See, now you're just messing with me. I love it. If Eli wants to just emoji return to the Hostel franchise, will it turn into the Wrong Turn franchise? I hope it doesn't turn into the Wrong Turn franchise. There's some stinkers in there. But if he returns to Hostel, he makes like a Hostel 4, let's say, because Hostel 3 happened, but we can forget about that one. I would say, dude, yeah. I would say it would be good. I would say it would be a good thing, honestly. I don't think either of the Eli Roth Hostel films are bad. I really like both. Some have argued that 2 is even better than the first one. I don't know if I agree with that, but I see where they're coming from for sure. I think what I do think is that it's going to be fun whatever he does next. We know Thanksgiving 2 is coming up. He also directed the Borderlands movie, which I'm kind of excited for, but he did leave the movie during reshoots to work on Thanksgiving, so you can kind of see what he's more excited about. And that's entirely fair. I think he's always been drawn to horror more than anything. And I kind of hope that, you know, he's made his big movies that are a little more widely apparent, like The House with a Clock in Its Walls, or the House with a Cock in Its Balls, as I like to call it. Then he's making this Borderlands movie, which I know he's probably gotten a big paycheck from. Now he's going back to horror. You know, Thanksgiving wasn't like wildly successful or anything like that, but Borderlands probably will be, you know? Thanksgiving hardly didn't even make 50 million. It might make 50 million after it gets re-released. Is it this weekend or next weekend? I think it's next weekend that it gets re-released. But hey, you never know. You never know, man. I think that if he comes back to Hostel, though, that would be fun. I would be so down for like a true Hostel 3. That's just Eli Roth doing his crazy over-the-top BS again. I'm here for it. I'd be so down for it. Tara is saying, talking about Happy Death Day, do you think they could do a third one in the future? That's what my video is all about, Tara. I'm talking about what my idea would be for a third one. Because I don't know if you guys might not remember this, because it might have been a long time since you've seen the second movie, but we've been left on a cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen, that never got resolved because Happy Death Day to You didn't do as well at the box office. I think that's largely in part due to word of mouth. Like, the movie, it's not a horror movie. Like, I like Happy Death Day to You, but it's just not a horror movie, man. Big step down from the first one, in my opinion, but it does introduce a really interesting concept about why everything's been happening. And it was going to be expanded upon in a third movie that probably would have closed out the trilogy. Doesn't seem like it's happening anytime soon. I hope it does, though, because Christopher Landon want him to finish this story out. Would love to see that. But I have a pitch that I want to throw out there next Friday. So look for that video. It's going to be fun. Chrissy's got to leave in a minute. I got to leave too. I'm leaving here in a second. Just wanted to go live for an hour. Wanted to talk a little Terrifier with everybody. I'm excited. You know, they start filming real soon, and I'm trying to build the hype, ladies and gentlemen. We got 270 some days or whatever until the damn movie comes out. So we got to build up some hype while we can. I'm excited for it. I am probably going to peace out, though. It's been a blast making content with you guys this week. I hope for all the channel members out there who are still watching, make sure you vote in the poll for all the versus video stuff. We'll have another versus video come out on Monday. We're talking about Scream 6 versus Halloween Kills. Who wins that fight? You guys are going to decide on Monday. So make sure to check out that video on Wednesday. We're talking about how Rotten Tomatoes ranks the Scream franchise, which is like, I couldn't fucking believe it. It's insane how Rotten Tomatoes critics and audience members rank that shit. It's crazy to me. we'll talk about that Wednesday. And then on Friday, I'm pitching Happy Death Day 3, what I would want from a third film in that franchise. Check out those videos. It's going to be fun stuff. It's going to be an interesting week again on the page. So go check out all those videos and all that crazy shit. Thank you guys again for watching. Really appreciate you guys. Namaste. I'm going to go take a fucking nap. Love all you dudes. I'll be live again on Monday. Peace out.